Did you ever find yourself? Did you ever find yourself in a situation where you had to make a decision and that decision was, yes, let's go ahead, or stop, quit, I'm not going to go further? Meaning that in terms of a goal, maybe you saw a piece of cake in front of you and you decided, should I eat it? Shouldn't I eat it? And then you actually are supposed to not eat it because, for one simple reason, you have decided that you are going to go on a diet, and as part of the diet you said you're not going to eat that. But now, maybe for 3 or 4 weeks now, you've been going very very strong, and but now on this one occasion you're standing in front of this piece of cake and you're saying to yourself, I'm going to have this now, I can't anymore, I'm going to eat it. Now in that moment, sometimes we can become very weak and we can cave in and we can just take piece of cake, because when we are thinking ahead, we are thinking, right, it's week 4 now, but I said I'm going to do this diet for the next 5 months. So if it is only week 4, now by thinking so far ahead, I can become very despondent. So in that case, there is something that the Navy SEALs and the SAS and the world's top athletes and psychologists and life coaches and sports psychologists and so many people will tell you what it is you must do in that moment so that you do not cave. It's a very simple thing. All you have to do is first, second, third. First, second, third. Meaning in 1 second, in 1 second, just get yourself present. Get yourself present. Instead of thinking of all the 5 weeks and 7 months and 8 years ahead where you have to still go and do this goal. So therefore you decide, I'm going to eat this piece of cake now in this moment. That's what you're thinking. That's what you're thinking. I'm going to eat the cake now in this second. All you have to do is, the reason why you want to eat that cake now is because there's that future where you are thinking of that is still far off, and you are not now sure if you are going to make it so way. So you are thinking somewhere along the line, you're thinking to yourself, well, if I'm not going to eat this piece of cake today, I'm probably going to eat it tomorrow because I'm so weak. The temptation to eat this piece of cake is just too much, right? Therefore, somewhere in your mind, you are already thinking, I'm so weak, I don't think I'm going to last for another day or another 5 days or 3 days. That's not going to happen. That's impossible. So 1 month, even no way. So what you are thinking is that, so if I'm not going to actually last that long, and then it means I'm going to actually lose this challenge, I'm not going to achieve this goal, then all of this effort that I've put in is going to be a waste of my time and energy and everything, and I'm going to feel terrible in any case. So what you are saying is, I might as well eat a piece of cake now. I might as well just eat it now and just get it done and over with. I can't take it anymore. The pain is too much. But what you can do is, first, second, third. In 1 second, just get yourself here. Forget about tomorrow. Forget about next week. Forget about next month and 5 months. Forget about the end of the line. Forget about that. Just get yourself here. And all you have to do is right now, right now, you must make sure you don't eat that piece of cake in this 1 second. And then in the second, and then in the third second. And there's no fourth and fifth second because you just go back to the first second. But 1, 2, 3, first, second, third, first, second, third second. You just make sure you don't do that thing that you say, I'm going to eat that piece of cake. Now, just don't eat it now. That's it. And then don't worry about further on. Now, what you must do, stay in the 1 second, second, third second. Stay in that time. Stay in that period just for now. And within that first second, third second, Instead of looking at the piece of cake and thinking about how nice it's going to be and feeling despondent and worried, remember there is something else you can do. You can think of your future self. You can think of your MVS, your multiversal self, your future self. You can think of yourself that this is a movie and there's somebody challenging you now, and right now, am I going to eat it? Am I not going to eat it? And imagine Skymax, right? What is Skymax? It's the IMAX of the sky. So your movie that you are making in your mind, which tomorrow or 5 minutes or after you eat that piece of cake right now, 10 minutes from now, you're going to think back and you're going to play the movie and you're going to be so crushed and upset with yourself for taking that, right? So what do? Imagine the whole world is going to watch you. You know, you get reality shows, right? Reality TV. So your life is reality, right? Now, reality TV, reality movie, you are also making movies of your life. And imagine for real that your your life is gonna be there displayed for everybody, right? And now they're gonna see you now where it came to that point where you either go for it and you know you somehow overcome that challenge within yourself, right? You overcome the challenge within yourself of eating that piece of cake. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be amazing? And then 10 minutes later, maybe, if the challenge is still there, you still overcome it. And then tomorrow, you still overcome it. And the next week. And then on the date, when you have said, my challenge is, I am going to never do this and that until such and such a date. Now, just something important about the date. Whenever you set a goal, whenever you set a goal, make sure 100% you set an exact date, a precise date. Name it, write it down. 21st of June 2025, 21st of July 2026. And then you go and look on a calendar on your phone. See, is that a Monday? Is that a Tuesday? Is that a Friday? Right? And not only that, time. Give yourself a time. Say 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning or whatever. Because why is that important? Because that is a real date with a real time, and it's a Monday, Tuesday, or a Wednesday. And you may even decide on a place. You may decide on a place, right, where you want to be when the clock ticks and it comes to, if you say 4 p.m., then you make sure at 4 p.m. you are in the exact place which you said you want to be at. It can be a different place. The place is not so important, but the time and the date and Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's important because you want to make sure that when you're looking at that piece of cake, that a future you, one day when you, it's still you, there's no future you, there's you, right? But when you arrive in the future, when you get there, then you want to make sure that you're saying 7 o'clock. If that was the time you gave, 7 o'clock, 21st July, and then you are there, 2026, and then you say to yourself, well done, I've achieved my goal. We hope you live, we pray we live. So if we do live until that time, when we get there, then either because we made this goal, we set this goal for ourselves, either we are going to be very, very happy with ourselves, very pleased with ourselves, or we're actually going to be disappointed. Because here's the thing, you won't be able to go back in time. You won't be able to go back 5 years. You won't be able to go back 9 years. You won't be able to go back 10 years or 2 years or 3 or any five. So the thing is, sometimes you say to yourself, right, I'm here now. If I had started that 5 years ago, if I had started that 3 years ago, if I have said to myself, I set the goal that by today I want to achieve so and so a thing. And if I did all the steps and I did everything and I overcame the challenges and whatever, and today arrived, then today I would have achieved a massive goal, a big goal, a dream, whatever it might be. So the question is, if you can't go back now and go and change something from 5 years ago, and then go and change every day in between 5 years ago and now, every day, so that you arrive today at a goal that you can be proud of, then the question is, but can you do something about today and tomorrow, so that 5 years from today, you will arrive at a time in a place where you can say, right, I am so happy that I stuck to my goal. So first, second, third, that's it. That's how you get through your every day, every single day. When you're facing a goal, when you're facing a challenge, when you're facing that difficulty, when you're facing the obstacle, then all we have to do is we have to get through the obstacle, right? So first, second, third. So find out, practice first, second, third. Whenever you see today, tomorrow, when there's something you have to do or something you want to do, and maybe it's going to take you away from your goal, practice the first, second, third. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that when you are faced with a cake, with a chocolate cake, what's happening is right now in that moment, you are thinking of it, you are looking at it, you are imagining all kinds of things with that cake and how it's going to taste and stuff, but all you have to do is go look somewhere else, turn away, go somewhere else, go do something else, talk about something else, just go do whatever, as long as that gets out of your brain, and do that for 1, 2, 3, first, second, third, and then just go and do something else. And if you see the cake again, don't eat the cake, right? Leave some for me. Thank you.